Hello. Okay, so we are going right here. Okay, so great. So we are starting. There was like a little bit of a pause between last stream because holidays and stuff. I said in the previous at the ending of previous video or stream that I will be uh, that I will be correcting some of the front end because it doesn't look good at all. But I hadn't much time and I spent most of it doing some random bot and trying to learn Python, and I still don't like languages that don't use braces. And their scope is not obvious enough. So yeah, we are at the same point as we left off last time. So but let me show it again. So let me go right here. I do need to open right there for us to start our server, and also obviously npm start. But every okay, we need to go inside our project, cash flow, npm start, right, and we do need to start up our backend server. And also I will turn off mecha vibes, which will provide us with nice keyboard sounds. Okay, that's better. So, start it. Oh, and I see my camera is not showing. So, let me change this. Wait. Okay, now it's better. Amazing. So, obviously Swagger doesn't interest us anymore, and our main page is pretty boring, but we're gonna change this. We are going to login page, and inside here we can log into our accounts. This is a non-admin account, and this is an admin account, but we will go to a non-admin account. We can log in. We can go to our accounts of our choosing. So for example, credit is not implemented right now, so it just throws us to homepage once more. But savings is implemented, and it does look like this. So, what I was thinking that we can actually start by doing actual frontend, and maybe changing things a little bit, because just for it to look a little bit better, because we will end up copying pretty much everything from our from savings account to credit. Obviously we will change the names to credit and stuff, but mostly it will stay the same, because they do work pretty much the same. The difference is obviously the max amount of money that you can have on your credit, but it's not really that big of a difference to make us create a whole new API for it. I mean API.ts, because API is obviously much different on a backend, on our backend. So right here, what I was thinking, I think we're gonna stick with sliders because they look funny, and I don't know, I just like the idea that if you want to, for example, pay for something, you need to use slider, so it's not really precise. But at the same time, I think just a normal number or text box would be too boring. Yeah, I think it would be a little bit too boring. Maybe some sort of pop-up window. would do the trick, but for now we're gonna stick with this slider because like I don't know, sliders are fun, and we're gonna see how will it work. Obviously ping works. So, okay, so we should start. Firstly, buttons. And I kinda want buttons to look everywhere the same. So if we would end up logging out and going to our login page, this gradient, we will start by copying this gradient from our login page. So it is right here, login form.tsx and styles.css. Our button, register button, is right here. So what we can do is copy it, and inside saving styles CSS, let me check how our button is called. Button, it's inside form, but like okay, but it's different obviously for forms because we have few right here. So pretty much every button, and we will be changing the size appropriate to whatever we will end up needing. But every button I would like to have this thing right here, like this form right here. So paste it. But the problem is that the problem that I got while I was like doing some changes to buttons and stuff is after a while when our .css files stocked up on some sort of file, there were some problems because like few .css files were inherited from their parents or like from previous showings. So we need to specify that it's coming from main account container, and obviously we are not able to use main account container nor in anything else than savings or credit account. So let me change it right here, and now it won't look good. Oh yeah, it looks, I mean, no, it doesn't look horrible actually, but position absolute, obviously, no. We won't be using position absolute. And we have something like thank you, Michael Rosen. And we have something like this. It would be nice if I had my tablet like under to do anything, but I do not. So let me open Paint. Yeah, we're gonna draw in Paint. So how I am imagining things. Firstly, obviously, balance at the top, and maybe we should actually center it. I don't know how that would look. I mean, we could try, that's no problem. So again, inside our savings.tsx, our bank account balance is inside segment, inside account money. So we just go right here and account money, and account money, and every P inside of it, every paragraph, we want to text align center. Right. No, does it work? It does. Not the worst, but at the same time not the best. It does look pretty horrible. The hardest part about this is just being creative and coming up with something that will look at least moderately nice, and this doesn't. Okay, firstly, maybe we will change font size to, for example, 20 pixels for now. Maybe a little bit much pixels to look right now. 13. Oh. 13 once more. Okay, great. Something like this. And adding money process. So adding money should be obviously under slider. So maybe something like amount, then a slider, which will be represented by this box, and then a button under it, and everything should be some sort of a container, like because everything is a segment, if I remember correctly. So if we will inside every main account container segment insert our we will say to create a border. Border 1 pixel solid black. So where are those segments? Segment doesn't exist. Problem. Segment. Okay. There's still nothing. And segments, yeah, they definitely exist. So I don't see a problem right here. Maybe 1 pixel just too small. Pixel. Okay, still nothing. Okay, that's weird. Main account container. And also, because it obviously is a class, it's not an ID name. Okay, so okay, so everything is a segment. So what we could do actually is okay, because this segment okay, it will be a little bit stupid, but we can change every class name right here to main segment. I will copy it right here, and now main segment, and transfer box is a transfer box. Okay, so it stays the same. I mean, it doesn't, because inside right here we need to change our segments code to correspond to our main segment class, and we have something like this. And right now we can actually add segments, and segments will correspond to adding money and paying. So obviously not the best names, but they do work. So I mean, I will know what they are corresponding to. So copy it, or we could just no, because balance is outside the form. Okay. So I will Ctrl X and create another div of a class name. That will be segment. Great. So once more for paying, div class name segment. And obviously for our credit part too, we unfortunately need to do the same thing. I have no idea why I have much more code inside our adding money. What is happening right here? And change number, change money, but okay, because I didn't set any range and any scope inside our different different methods, not including adding money. Okay, I get it. I just forgot. So in segment, and another segment. So I will copy it once more. Class name it's supposed to be segment, right? And another one right here, class name, which is also a segment. Great. So, okay, that's more like it. So, what do we need right now? We have different segments for everything. Oh, okay, but balance is for some reason inside our segment. So, let me change the name to. Let's just copy it outside of the segment. And also, I will put this credit balance outside of our segment, and now it does look like this. Obviously, we will delete this double border right here, and it won't be 10 pixels border. But right now, I just want to imagine everything like inside one box, and later I will see how I will like move everything around. So, how we can manage this? One possible thing for us to do is actually putting value to, for example, adding money, putting value right above the slider. So, for example, right here, under it a slider. So, I draw a slider with my mouse, and under it a button. Maybe it's not the worst idea, but at the same time, it's not the best. Probably. And another solution to our problem is creating a value right on the left of the slider, where this you might imagine as a value, and on the right side of it, slider, and under it a button. Two possible solutions, and we will start with, for example, this right one. Okay, so we do need. What do we need? We have a form and a button. Button is for some reason right here, and we need to change things up. So, okay, paragraph input and then a button. I have no idea why I put everything like in pretty much as wrong as you might imagine. So I would just ignore for now transfer box, because like transfers do not work the same as our other forms. So I would just leave them alone for now, but we will come back to them. Okay, great. And also money add value and button under it. Great. So how does it look? A little bit better. Now it does make some sort of sense. So our input inside right here, inside main account container segment, and every input I want display to be inline log. Okay, and every paragraph also should be an inline log. Paragraph by inline. Okay, and buttons should actually take more space and should have its own line, so every button should be as block. Okay, now it is a little bit different, and it does make more sense. So every segment should be display flex, and we will center everything, obviously. So flex align items center, and also justify content center. Now we do have something like this. Money, for some reason, it's not really centered. And why is that? Why is that? Our button takes this much space, and it is because it is inside form. Okay, so oh wow. Okay, so actually it's like this segment idea and creating class for it it's pretty stupid because it doesn't work for us, because the thing that we need to do is actually add form after it, and now it will work. Oh wow, that's a little bit stupid. Okay, and also flex directions column and no, obviously it's gonna stay like this, but okay, now our display block is not working. No. Okay, because maybe like display flex plus makes every other doesn't work, but that would be weird. Yeah, that would be weird actually. I have no idea why that is happening. Another thing that I think we should actually add is okay, so I will copy it. No, I think no. The thing that we can actually do is create main account container segment and form, and right here I will copy everything. And now it shouldn't change, but inside that segment, what we could do is flex one. Still doesn't work. That's weird. That it because it can work only on display text. I think we go check right here for if main account segment, main account container. Okay, but what about form? Main account segment form, and flex just doesn't work. Okay, because flex is for children of something that is display flex. So if we would end up adding to our segment flex, no, it still wouldn't work because we do not have. So inside our main account container main segment, right here, display flex, and now, okay, now something happened. So flex directions column. Okay, and now it went back to as it was before. So what is that exactly? What is that? Okay. Flex the one. Okay, we do like this, but I'm wondering why our segment flex doesn't work on that. Main account, that segment. And now here, okay. And now it does make sense. That's what I wanted to see. So we do have quite a lot of space, as you can see, for every operation. So obviously buttons are gonna be much larger. We can actually change those parameters right now. So, I don't know, you can like end up looking okay, that's nice. And we will add to every element margin just to create some more space. But what we can do is actually inside right here in our form x directions, and we will okay, so we'll stick with column, but here I guess space between. Okay, and for every element, okay, it would add margin. So so right here, margin, for example, false. Okay, and paragraph, okay, also. Why it doesn't work? Okay, makes sense. So we have something like this. Not the prettiest, but it does work. Paragraph element. It needs to be much bigger than this because yeah, it is just too small right now. Also, this balance and credit should be larger, so we will do this in a second. So inside our main account container segment and paragraph font size change to, for example, 20 pixels. It looks better. Yeah, it definitely looks better. And what we can do actually is obviously change the style of our input and now it is like kind of weird because I can create or at least I can try to create something nice, or I can just copy something from the internet. So I guess we can go and look for our range type input, CSS, and I don't know, we can search for something that is handle synthwave under synthwave hashtag. So nothing interesting. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty average, so not here. Styling input range as a music slider. Oh, what? Range type. Still nothing. I'm pretty surprised every time for example, if I would write button CSS synthwave, I would, yeah, there would be a lot of like random videos that would contain coding process or just how does it look? Coding process or just like the idea to copy. I feel like mine is better. I mean, this is good, obviously. Oh, we do not have a remember button. Okay, we should actually add that, but not now. I don't care about it right now. So how is it styled? From Kid Opera Edge, so WebKit slider, runnable track, background, and also height. Quite a lot of text. The branch focus outliner removes the blue border. Some kind of styling forks. Okay. Range input. I mean, we can just check on MTN. There is probably some information about CSS. At least I hope so. With margin. Okay. Okay, not that much information. That's quite sad, unfortunately. Ew, that is nice. Also, let me disable RQA. Yeah, that actually looks kind of nice, but I feel like it's easily replaceable and we can actually do it by ourselves. So, yeah, I think we should actually start doing something. Let me just check every important. So we do have a slider thumb, which corresponds to our little slider right here. At least I think so. Input hover, cursor pointer, obviously, input type range, appearance none, background. So okay. And also I see width is altered. Okay. I mean this looks pretty slick, to be honest. So just copying would be nice, but obviously we weren't gonna do it. So, what do we have? What do you want to add? Account container, segment, button. Inside every main account container, inside segment. And I won't be adding form because it's obviously sliders are gonna be inside some sort of form. Input type, input type, it is range. I don't know, I will specify a width, for example 150 pixels. Again, okay, and now width is not gonna change. Okay, that's better. That's better than what we had previously. And after that, background color. I think we're gonna stick with color of like the background of every text. So every background color of background or background. It's copy it. Now does it work? No, it doesn't. Okay. So how to specify background color input range. From height over of and fill the space. One Chrome. Oh wow, it does work. Okay. Okay. It does look pretty shitty, but it does work. Fuck yeah, we did something. That's amazing. Yeah, it does look pretty shitty. So obviously border radius, I don't know, 50 pixels. Will that does work. Okay. So we do have something. We won't probably change this little element look. Probably a color of it. Yeah, most likely a color, but I don't know if anything more than this. So slider temp. I mean, if I will copy it to check how does it look. Okay, that's definitely something, but I'm gonna delete custom height and okay. Oof. Okay, so WebKit slider temp, I guess it is important. It's something like this, but for the radius and web on, obviously it was set previously, so a WebKit appearance I think should apply right here too. Border none, I will do this. I don't really understand why height and width is important right here, because like, WebKit slider time. I mean, obviously I don't understand how does WebKit slider work. And we'll just copy everything and then try to work my way from this. Okay, so we do have something like this. That's great. But for some weird reason, our range slider is is not really centered. So it is corresponding to the temp width. The track is tied with WebKit slider enable track, and the temp with WebKit slider temp. The focus text can be applied on the temp and the track if you. Okay, so obviously focus right now we will be just ignoring, and also I forgot, did I disable selecting by a user? Okay, I did. Not including transfer amount. Okay, that's quite bad. We need to change this. We need to change this inside our main container, main account container. Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay. So we do have segment main account. Main account container paragraph user select. I think that's what I wanted to achieve. This our temp and our track. For example, 10 plus. Okay, that's work. Kinda. Obviously, runnable track should be. If we will set it to 10 pixels, so size of a slider temp didn't work. Because there was like some weird margin. Okay, that was quite weird. Border radius, I will change to 15 pixels. Because I want it round. And background color. No, background color will be the same as our main paragraph color. So I will just copy it. Alright, we do have something like that. And we. After it being. Okay, so maybe not focus, but hover actually. Now Because no. No. Focus web besides one track. Okay, and now over right here. Okay, that makes sense. That makes much more sense. And whenever it will be selected, we might actually change this color a little bit brighter. So okay, focus is like pretty aggressive, so we do need to create input range, transition 1 second for every background. Still doesn't work. Or maybe work. And now, for some reason, my transition doesn't really work. Even though I think I'm doing everything correctly. But I mean, I'm not here. No. Yeah, it just like snaps to it, and I don't really like it. I would like it to be much slower. But I'm saying that I want. How would that work if I would be using different color? Let's run a track. Okay, because obviously, right, I need to put it right here. Now, now it does work. So this thing does. No, it did. No, it. I have no idea how does it work. Like, learning on the go is while talking about it is pretty hard because like I don't know what to talk about because I don't fucking understand this shit. Like, so we do have something like this. That's not the worst, but what if we would go opposite direction actually? So we do have something like this. This is our main color. I need to check because yeah, this is our main color. So here, and I will put it right here. But whenever we will be hovering over it, I want it to be a little bit darker. What about now? No, it should actually become brighter. Okay. But now the difference is pretty much non-existing, and also the time should be much like 0.3 seconds. Okay. Okay. And obviously background of our slider temp should be different. But what color should I opt to? I created some sort of color palette for this project, but it's like it's nothing revolutionary. It's random synthwave colors. But what about this? Not here. Right here. Okay, that's better, but it's too dark, and because there is like no contrast between this and background, so we do need, what about this blue color? Oh, that's a little bit better. And the thing that we can actually add is some sort of there's like, I think I will actually, one thing that I will do is make our runnable track a little bit wider, like 80 pixels, and also set margin to 1 pixel. Oh, okay. And now we have something like this. And margin for some reason doesn't work on the right. Let's see. Maybe margin right should be 2 pixels. Still nothing. 20 pixels. Still nothing. Okay. Interesting. So why is that? Why is that? Our slider. If I will change margin to 10 pixels. If for some reason margin right doesn't work at all. Honestly, I have but I guess okay. I mean, there is nothing that we can actually do with it, so so there is no margin right. I'm quite disappointed. But... okay, so a button. Whenever button should be selected. So we'll copy this right here and over, or maybe even focus or active. I'm not sure if it's focus or active for our slider temp. I want to create box shadow. For now it will be something like this. I will think about it later. And maybe change focus to over. Oh, okay, so there is like a small shadow actually. Okay, so that off. So make it 10 pixels and this 10 pixels. This is a spread. Oh, well. Okay, that's quite nice, and maybe I will change color to like yellowish something. Maybe a little darker. Also, I will increase the actual radius. Okay. So it's happening whenever it's hovered. Active. Okay, so active, right? And web kit slider temp, transition, and box shadow. 1 second. Second bit. 0.3. Okay, that's something. But the color is maybe we should try copy it. No, make it right there. And it does work, so. Ooh, and we are out. I think when it comes to like sliders and the way that we are showing everything, pretty much everything is done. Obviously, I'm talking about like everything inside our dot segment class. So there's like big black box that we have to change. But we actually can change our. We should change our balance and credit values to be much bigger than what they are right now. For example, 25 else. Okay, and add a little bit of margin. Okay. And right now, after doing that, what we can do is change our borders from black to some sort of nicer color, and we can do the same border as it is like between these main segments of ours. So like this pinkish. Sometimes it's hard to imagine things. Right here, we're displaying 10 pixel solid black border. But what we can actually do is border bottom, transfer, copy this, something like this, and I will specify that only border text should be created is border top, and we have something like this. Okay, this looks bad. I mean, this looks yeah, this looks really bad. What we could do with that? How we could improve on it? So maybe we should actually. So maybe we could like make them a little cards that will be inside our main segment. So we have obviously balance and credit segment, and they would be like they would be yeah, and they could change they could change their own size after being covered. Maybe. I mean, we can try, obviously. Our that segment, where it is? Oh yeah, great. So flex one, but we do want to create some sort of margin, and I will say that we should actually border everywhere. Okay, we have something like this. So margin doesn't apply. Margin. Okay, we have something like this. I mean, this is actually better. I think. I hope. Border radius. Okay, that's something. Margin is a little bit high. 5 pixels. 10 pixels. Right. And it could like switch 12 pixels and being covered. So we do have like this sort of cards. Okay. And also I see there is no description to it. So I mean, there is like a button that you can see what is happening after you click it, but it's definitely not enough. We do need to create some sort of a text that will indicate what this box actually means. So I got there's like weird stuff going on right here with a border, so we will need to change things a little bit. But for now, just ignore the fact that there is like no way for us to see whatever this one means. We will come back to this, obviously. But what I want to do is actually create some sort of like neon effect that should be always under our little card to adding money. So I will just copy our box shadow from here. Segment. Excellent. Right. This. Okay, we have something like this. Okay. It will make it more spread and also this eye, and also color is wrong. We would end up copying this color. Okay, that's not the worst. I mean, I've seen worse. So match maybe 10 pixels. Like whole neon effect. I think we can actually stick with it. Yeah, okay, I think we can stick with it. And every time our segment should be hovered over main account container segment hover, I would like to what I would like it to do. So if I would translate X and how? Oof, okay, weird thing is happening. So and also not translate. Well, it does kind of work. So maybe like this. We'll make it smaller. Okay, that makes sense. That's quite nice. Okay, so we can also add and also maybe a little box shadow change. Like make it wider and okay, and inside here we can include we can transform 0.5 seconds and also box shadow with the same time. Okay, that is much better than what we had previously. Oh, I see that there is no animation to paying. Ooh. I mean, like to hovering over this button. Okay, that is quite nice. We can stick with it. And I mean, I'm still not really sure about it. It's like, I'm thinking how a real bank would achieve this. Yeah. Okay, I might have an idea what we could do. So, inside every segment, I could create paragraph with an class name of because what I was thinking, what we could do is when if we have like this sort of box, so our box looks like this, we could have some sort of a text that would be pretty much a button right over here, but it wouldn't have any button functionality, but this will be some sort of presentation of whatever this thing actually is. So we can actually call it presentation. Presentation. Good. Every main account container, every segment, every presentation, which is fine. We want it to be. What does it look? Look very good. And I will call it. We are inside adding value, adding money. So add money. Or maybe we should call it ATM because it's like putting money inside your account and maybe this is just getting money. No. Let me check it in the stress translator. Hash deposit machine. Okay, so we'll call it deposit. Deposit. Okay, and also we will make sure that this presentation segment have play absolute, and we do achieve something like this. Okay, so now we do need kind of think where it should actually be. So it does work with okay, so if we end up transform and for example translate x pixels. Okay, it still does work. What I was worrying about is that it wouldn't really work in a context that when we are hovering our scale changes, but it does. Okay, so yeah, absolute is amazing. So we do want to translate x by 50% when it comes to translating. Okay, it's 50%, but probably of its own position. What? Okay, and the question is it in the middle? It is. I have no idea if it's in the middle, to be honest. So maybe another thing I will do is text line center. This does look like it is in the middle right now, so hey, we did something. And also translate y. Translate y. Oh, but the problem is, so how I should actually achieve few transform options. I mean, I could actually use translate this, and I think this will work. Something like this. Okay. And okay, we are onto something. Minus, I don't know, 19%. Okay. That's something. Also, I will add the same element inside, for example, our adding menu. So it is it's deposit, but oh, it doesn't work as I thought it would. Not the best, to be honest. Maybe if I'm just putting it right here and segment from here, so this, and I will also delete our deposit. Here we do. No, it still wouldn't really work. Like I feel really stuck here because I have no idea how we should actually do it. What if we would just delete this main account presentation element and also Attribution. So our deposit, it looks pretty shitty, but we can actually do this. Once more, create this element, main account, container presentation. Okay. And no, it's not this segment. So, and we can say it for it to have font size of 50 pixels. Oh, and also margin. Oh. And I mean, that's not the worst. And also what we can actually do is say like this element on the bottom to, or pretty much every element to have margin on the top equals 0. So those are that main account segment, margin, and also margin top row. And now from the perspective of presentation, we can say that margin bottom should be like, I don't know, 2 pixels. That's one way to do it, certainly. Even left. How about that? Ooh, okay, that's bad. Left. Left. Huh? 20 pixels. And something like this. I actually kind of like it. Okay, so yeah, fine, we did it. So let me copy our presentation text. Also, this is not a deposit. This is ATM, pretty much. No, yeah, this is an ATM. This will be a deposit. And we do have something like this. Okay, it does work as we expected. And we should copy it to our edit right here. This should be like credit, and credit. Okay, credit. Wow, I think we did it. I think we actually did it. Okay, it does look acceptable, but balance and credit value doesn't exist anymore for some weird reason. Because probably we were logged out. Yeah. Okay, we did it. Also, we don't need to we don't need to plan our transfer element. Don't forget about this. Okay, but that's actually quite nice. Okay. So, what we can do now is second, I will go to my other screen for a while, but like, I mean, I'm thinking how to if we could like do some sort of like pulsing animation over balance and credit, just like make it more eye-pleasing and more eye-catching. So yeah, I think that we could actually do that. So let me just go to I'm just testing something on the site, and Yeah, you know what we could do actually? Okay, so if we would set every balance, but the problem is how balance. Okay, so I will call it. Hmm. So. And right here, I will add another paragraph. Just okay. Let's work like this. Or I get it. Oh, that's a problem. A little bit of a problem. So we go back. Okay, let me go back to 4, and we will add an ID of, or maybe a class. Yeah, it will be a class name of pulsing value, and right here, somewhere on the top, right here, main account container. Oof. Main account container, class name of pulsing value, and we will create keyframes animation, which we will call, for example, pulse, and 0 box header should be for our box shape like 0, 0, then 10 pixels, and then 1 pixel, and a color of text, or maybe this color right here of our another box shadow. So right here. Okay. On 50%, you want it little there. And on the 100, you want it to go back, and we can add it as an animation. For example, 2 seconds with an infinite attribute. Now, how does it look? A difference. Wait. Okay, I see. Because box shadow doesn't apply to text shadow. Do we have like a text shadow? How does a text shadow work? Text shadow. MTN. Okay, it does work as expected, I guess. I think where is that okay, and now how does it look? And now animations work. Why is that? Because it's still not a text shadow. Okay, text shadow and a text shadow. What about now? Nothing. Maybe. Okay, yeah, okay, so that makes sense. And now, still nothing. Like, why is that? I don't get it. Animation, pulse, frame pulse, infinite, Uh, I really don't get it. It doesn't work. Ah, okay. No, no, wait. Uh, hmm. Maybe like. Oh, no, nothing. I just don't get it. It's good work balance. So if we would up going to our code, I'm just checking for pulsing value. In a sec. Animation. Our class pulsing value is never. Oh, I don't know. Oh, still nothing. For some weird reason, because this style doesn't apply, because it doesn't exist. Maybe what I can do is actually set color to white to see. Yeah, as you can see, just this doesn't apply like at all. And why? it, it does work. It does work. There's like this slight. There's like this. This little animation. Okay, so something is actually happening. Okay. So let me everything. Oh, also we do need to switch our color. No, we don't, but and yes, there is like this small animation. It does work. It does work. Never know. Oh. Okay, it's a little bit too much, I think. 14. And maybe even a little bit different color. Okay, so okay, and I would like for color to stay the same. Process. And we do have a little pulse animation. Okay, and maybe like a little bit faster. Okay, and we can now try applying it to our credit. So class name pulsing value. And now it is pulsing at a different rates, so let me refresh the page. Okay. Like, I don't know if it's like important and does it look any good, but does work. So yay! Another thing that we did today. And actually, maybe we should, because like we created those little cards right here. So whenever we want to deposit, we need to move our mouse over this little card. So maybe we should do the same with like the whole balance and credit. So like we would end up having those two big cards. Yeah, maybe we can do that. The question is if we should. It's not that easy. It's really it's thinking hard. Thinking hard. Also, like our transfer box looks very shitty right now. So yeah. Look, we can check it out. I don't know why it took me so long to take a decision. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to say that every main segment should actually have margin of 10 pixels. This is set for 10 pixels. Also, border should exist everywhere, so 10 pixels much. Okay, we should have border radius of 50 pixels. And border bottom, for some reason, border bottom. Why does margin achieve okay. And I see right now we have a problem that our code is kind of pushing away our transform box, so we do need to do that soon. Main segment margin should be 5. Okay, good enough. And also main segment height. I don't see a problem right now. Why does it take so much space? The problem might main segment doesn't have a set space. So think transform fail and fail 8%. Now even 60%. So why does a transfer box is on the bottom when there is a lot of space for it to be inside our main account container? Play flags, line attack. So I will look at this transfer box. X1. Still nothing. Okay. So maybe just transforming doesn't work. So if I would change, our segment, no, there is like no set size for it. Why doesn't it work? Why transfer is... So, let me check once more. This is main account container. So main is everything, header and footer. Main account container. So main account container says that theoretically everything is inside of it, but for some reason transfer box under it. Main account container. Obviously I set width and height to it, so yeah, we have to stick with this. But what about, for example, this? Play flex 1 margin with height with is nothing. So there is no set size to it, as well as to our main segment. There is no set size to it. There is no set size to our form, and there is also obviously a set size for our transfer box. So what if we would, for example, copy our transfer box and put it just under the header, like so. Still quite a lot. I mean, the thing that we can obviously do is just make our main box a little bit longer. Yeah, we can obviously do that. So inside styles, our main account container should have height of, for example, I don't know, 700 pixels. 550 pixels. Not good enough. 570 pixels. Oh. So we do have something like this. Or maybe the problem is with my main account. Transfer box. Maybe the problem is this for some reason. Out. And everything inside now. I mean, not including this, which is an IP receiver. If we would end up... Oh, no. Okay, so it does have set size. Okay. So, 560 it is. Also, transfer box. Okay, we do have something like this, right? And we Is my camera dead? Yeah, my camera is dead. So let me just turn this off. And okay, hide everything, and we are back to it. So what do we have? More. I'm trying to find transform elements. Second transfer. Okay. So I would maybe align items center. Wait, what if we what elements do we have inside our? We do have a header, we do have an account, and we transform it. Or we have set height, count money. It does have a flag 1, and also a transfer box, which also have a flex of 1. Transfer also have a flex of 1, so I really don't get it. Like, but if you still nothing. Okay, so we are going back to every bit. So firstly, transfer as we can see, shouldn't really have any sort of a border. So border box, we will just comment it. Okay, and we have something like this. So we can actually set border top. I don't have no idea why there is a border bottom, because like border top makes much more sense. So we do have a border top, and now it is completely separate from our previous input thingies. So now what we want to do, there's a button. We need to change things a little bit, so a button should be after everything and transform out here. Now how does it look? We do this, and we have a button, right? So now we want let me just go to our input, right? So we did everything on account input range. Let me just do it. Okay, and now it's better. Also in range, input type range, right? Everything as well, kinda. So this is too wide. I have no idea why it is why it is so wide. Let me check. Transfer box form display flex. Okay, now it is like you kinda want it, so okay, and now maybe a little bit of justify content space between. Hold on. This between I think doesn't work inside align height. Because for now, and we inside every inside oops. Do have something like thanks. Oh, big. Thanks. Okay. So. Maybe we do not actually. What if it does? It is not centered. Wait. Our input. Oh, I don't want that. Our input. Yes, there's some weird thing. Okay. Oh wow, I feel a little bit stuck. Ooh, that's a funny emoji. Hello, Bartłomiej Banaś. So if you like know why I have like a little bit of a problem, because for some reason my slider is not centered, and like the big problem that I am facing right now is if I would if I would just center everything is display flex, so I can show you if you are still listening. Is if we would use display flex and flex direction row, yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, it is centered now, but that's not really what I wanted. So yeah, we do have a little bit of a problem right here. Could be you'd be a fool if you thought I could even center a div. Ah, yes. That's true. I mean, that is actually funny that you achieved like the whole app using only a mountain. Mountain. It is like, I mean, it is kind of impressive, to be completely honest, because on this course of your your professor, I think he was actually kind of styling himself some few elements, and you know. So, what do we have here? Why? How should I? The width is set. It should work. I mean, the one thing that I could do is just completely deleting transfer. Yeah, sure. Simple. It can get you. I mean, yeah, it is true, but like, you know, the concept of display flex is it is like, it isn't that hard. I mean, probably after watching 10-minute YouTube video, you would get it. So and this, yeah, this is pretty much like the base to everything. So but I get it. Fuck, I get you. Fuck frontend. Frontend is horrible. So so yeah. Okay, but what could I do? What could we do? So okay, so I mean, I have no idea why it is not working. It did work previously, and maybe there is some problems with like a flex thingy. So we could try deleting main account segment, but it is not a segment, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this transfer box, and then we have a form, and inside a form we do have everything. So so what do we do? I didn't like it. I don't like frontend. Okay, wait, maybe maybe if we would copy everything once more, cover once more. Okay, great. I will copy everything, and then after main account transfer box, great. After actually using everything, I'm writing transfer box once more. I will just copy transfer form and insert it right here. transfer from input, from input, this. Okay, still nothing. You're locked out. Okay, but if we would end up setting height to something very, very small, so even like 5 or something, I don't know. Okay, it does set it, and right here 5 pixels. Still nothing. I mean, maybe it is because I am using a background. Does background color work? Background and background on. Background color and portrait radius transition. Still nothing. So maybe like margin or margin 50 pixels or 150. Oh wow, okay, no, I didn't do that. 6 pixels. Okay. Okay. I think I can. How does it work that whenever I'm increasing margin, my like element and background color is bigger? I don't get it. Okay, so there is like its input, and input, as we can see, has its own set height, and does look kinda okay. So why it doesn't work? Why is it so big? Book shadow, color, this color is this thing, background, color, I don't know. Nothing, still nothing. And background, none. Okay. Oh, okay, actually I wanted that. Okay, so hovering. Okay, what do we have here? Width of 150 pixels. Background color, border radius, WebKit appearance. Obviously, I did. Alt, border. Yeah, like literally, I don't see a reason why is it so big. Why is it 36 pixels? So what I could do also is just those things I can delete pretty safely. It didn't work. It and it is the same. Great. So you just did everything. Nothing. Still nothing. Okay. So transfer box everything should be an inline block. Doesn't mean anything in the context of our program. So the problem is that the one thing that I wanted to do is actually do this and then copy everything to create the account. So what I'm thinking is I will end right here and just finish it off on my own. Yeah, that's what I think I should do actually, because like there's a lot of random stuff here. Yeah, so I guess see you all. Hello in